I got involved in the club in 1962 when I was old enough to play in senior grades. The club, the team, was probably the strongest club team in Australia. We had 4 current Australian players in 1968, and we had also the current Caps medalist. So for a young fellow like me to think he's going to break into a team like that was a little bit difficult to see, but circumstances and a little bit of luck, I made my first A-grade game in 1967.
I started playing baseball 9 years ago. This will be my 10th season. I started in the under-11s at Port Adelaide and have stayed at Port Adelaide ever since.
So I've been playing at the Port Adelaide Baseball Club for it's been at least 20 years. I remember my mum bringing me around, my older brother and I don't know, she must have seen them playing, driving past. We lived nearby, so she just brought us out how to start playing T-ball, and we kind of just got going from there.
Been at the club since I can remember, and yeah, got involved through our dad playing here at Port Adelaide. So Dad went to Lefevre High School, which is just obviously out the back here of the club, and he played as a junior, and yeah, we were born into the game, and yeah, all we've ever known is summers down here at Port Adelaide. So
the first evidence we have of a Port Adelaide Baseball Club was in 1889 when a meeting was held in Port Adelaide to form a club. A committee was formed and a team was put together, but we have no evidence that that team played any games. The club in its current form was put together in 1929, and we've been continuous since that time. So we are coming up towards our 100th year anniversary. Well, I got into baseball because I started, like all boys my age, I wanted to play cricket. And I went out to the primary school cricket training, but I was too young, they wouldn't take me. Baseball was taking younger players. I got picked in the school team, and one of the fathers took all the team out to Norwood Oval. In those days, there would be 6,000 or 7,000 people every Wednesday night would go to watch baseball under lights at Norwood Oval. And my first look at that, and I absolutely fell in love with the game. And that love still remains today, and I'm very passionate about the club and the game.
I like playing baseball because I find it's a good exercise to do. I get out a lot, I meet a lot of new people, and it's just fun to challenge myself.
Yeah, for me as a player, proudest moment would definitely be the back-to-back premierships in 2007 and 8 and 2008, 2009. It had sort of been the culmination of a couple of years of being right up the top, and yeah, the group of players that I played with in that premiership and that were part of that had played a long time together, come through the junior ranks, and to achieve that success at Division 1 level and to win those premierships was very rewarding, and it's something I'll never forget. Those players that I played with in that premiership, I'll forever consider them to be my brothers and my mates, and yeah, really just a very rewarding time for this club for sure.
I'd have to say my proudest achievement at Port Adelaide Baseball Club would, there's really nothing that kind of stands out. I think it's really kind of seeing gradual improvements and seeing a player, especially from like a women's team perspective, when I'm coaching them. It's really awesome to see them grow, and just see them throw harder, see them throw more strikes if they're a pitcher, see them hit the ball harder at training and in games. And then obviously, our first win a couple of seasons ago was an awesome moment. And pretty much every win since then has been precious because it's only been one other win. So yeah, it's awesome because those wins are so rare. They're just really, really precious.
It's rewarding to see young men and now young women start out in infancy of baseball and see them progress through sport and life, and isn't it pretty rewarding when you walk down the street and somebody says, "Hello, how you going, Ronnie? You coached me 30, 40 years ago, and makes you feel pretty good about yourself and what you do.
Yeah, obviously playing for as long as we have, I think we've had so many coaches put time and effort into us over many years, and I suppose when you've been through the club, you feel a sense of obligation to then give back the time that others have put into you to the next generation. And yeah, I think that's a really important part of any sporting club, is those players that have been through the ranks and continue to give back once their playing is finished.
Well, it's a great learning environment for new players and old players. I played until I was 58 years old, and I was still learning in my last game. It's not a game that is part of the Australian landscape of sports. And so people who come to baseball really don't know a lot about the game initially, because it's not on television. And so it's a very steep learning curve early, and then you get the basic skills, and then you obviously learn the tactical side of the game and the way that you handle yourself. It's a great game for character building, I think.
The club certainly caters for new people to the game, both at a junior and senior level. Obviously juniors, starting right from T-ball at 3-4 years of age, it's all about development and learning the skills of the game and having fun. But even this year we've got a lot of new senior players to the club who have started playing in our Division 7 team, which is obviously a bit of a social knock around, but it's yeah, it's still a good place to learn baseball again in a fun environment. So I think we cater for everyone, that whether they want to play social, whether they want to learn the game, or they want to play at a really competitive level, we offer sort of that to everyone. So yeah, I think the club definitely draws you in. I mean, obviously for people like David and myself, we've been at the club for as long as we've known, but the people at the club that haven't started at Port Adelaide or haven't grown up around the game of baseball, once they do join Port Adelaide, I think they do stay around for a long time, and it's a really good atmosphere. It's a good social environment, but yeah, we also play to win, that's for sure.
Some of the people here that I've met, I'm friends with still to this day. I met them playing under 11s, and now as an under 17, I'm still here talking to them and just hanging out, and sometimes we even catch up after games.
No, we're all mates, not just in the baseball season, but even during the off season. We catch up every weekend, and you know, spend a lot of time together outside of the game and outside of the club. So yeah, we're definitely not just involved with each other in the baseball club, but yeah, outside as well. So definitely a family atmosphere.
The atmosphere that we're trying to create here is one of a friendly club, a safe club, and from a playing perspective, a professional club. But mainly, it's got to be, and it's got to feel like a good place to come to. We are in a very good place. We have excellent coaching. We have very sound management. We have great facilities. And these are all part of the people that went before us.
I've been playing for this club for a long time, so I've, you know, feel like I'm kind of a little bit a part of the furniture here, so yeah.
Everybody gets a lot out of the club. Everybody contributes to the club. It's a community club. This is a place where community comes together. When you think about it, there's not a lot of places that offer an opportunity for people within, in our case, the district of Port Adelaide, to come together, work together for a common goal, and yeah, it's pretty much one big family once we settle in.
I'm looking forward to a future where we can win another A-grade premiership. I was on the bench, I didn't play when we won back-to-back in 07, 08 and 08, 09. I'd love to actually play in a premiership, in an A-grade premiership, because I know now, after playing for so long, how hard it is to win. And it's hard to see other teams win it. but I know that we are capable of doing that. So that's a real sort of big dream for me.
Where I would like to see the club go is to be guaranteed of a future. And that is my biggest concern. Every year the challenge gets greater. We've got a good formula right now, we've got good people right now. There's no guarantees.
I just think the continued growth of the club, to be able to continue to field a team in every junior grade, I think is something we should hang our hat on. Obviously the juniors are the lifeblood of the club, and each year we have to have those juniors coming through to be able to I suppose prop up the next generation of senior baseballers. So we welcome anyone at Port Adelaide.
I have many proud moments. Every day is a proud moment just to see the club still here, the improvements that have been made over the last 50 odd years that I've been involved with the club. Coaching is very rewarding, coaching juniors. Now that I'm the club president, certainly helping the playing side, the social side, the financial side. I've always been proud of be a part of the Port Adelaide Baseball Club.
I've got people out to play baseball and they've said they've enjoyed it. And so I would absolutely recommend it to other people.
If you want to get involved with the baseball club, contact anybody on committee. Come to the club, ask for a committee person. We can't have enough volunteers. There's so many activities that people can get involved in if they wish, and we can't get enough people to get involved and come along and be a part of the club.
Yeah, they just got to come on down to the club, and we'll certainly find them a team and find them a spot to be involved around the place.
I hope to play baseball until I'm too old and can't play it anymore. I just can't get enough of it. I love it.